Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurmritam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON Bulla official YouTube channel. Today I am going to describe 54th chapter of Canto 10, in which I will see how the Lord married Rukmini. As Sri Krishna was taking Princess Rukmini away, the inimical kings gathered their armies and pursued him, as we have discussed last chapter. Lord Baladev and the generals of the Jadav army turned to face these opponents, blocking their advance. The enemy armies then began pouring incessant showers of arrows upon Lord Krishna's army. The whole world kings gathered there to prevent Lord Krishna's taking away Rukmini Devi. But in front of them, Lord Krishna took Rukmini, as yesterday we have discussed, last chapter. Then the enemy armies then began pouring incessant showers of arrows upon Lord Krishna's army, seeing her husband to be his forces. He will be the husband, and his forces under such violent attack. Srimati Rukmini looked at Sri Krishna fearfully. But Krishna simply smiled and told her there is nothing to fear, because his army would surely destroy the enemy in such order. Lord Balaram and the other heroes then began to annihilate the opposing armies with sharp arrows. The enemy kings, headed by Jarasandha, retreated after suffering the destruction of the armies at the hands of the Jadavas. Jarasandha consoled Shishupal. Happiness and distress are never permanent and are under the control of the Supreme Lord. 17 times Krishna defeated me, but in the end I was victorious over him. Thus, seeing that victory and defeat are under the control of the destiny and time, I have learned not to succumb to either lamentation or joy. What intelligence Jarasandha has. The Lord also says in Bhagavad Gita, Dukeshu anudvigna mana sukeshu vigata sruha. The same thing Jarasandha says, a demon says to another demon, Shishupal. Of course, Shishupal is a Lord's associate, but on course he has taken a demoniac role. Time now favors the Jadavas, so they have defeated you with only a small army, but in the future time, if it will favor you, and you will surely conquer them. Consoled in this way, Shishupala took his followers and returned to his kingdom, Chedi. He has come, everything was arranged. His marriage with Rukmini Devi was arranged. So he had come with that hope. But Lord Krishna took her away. So Shishupala was thinking that Krishna has taken my wife, abducted my wife. It will be described in 74th chapter, we will discuss. But Rukmini's brother Rukmi, who hated Krishna, the Lord, was infuriated by Krishna's kidnapping of his sister. So after vowing before all the kings present that he would not return to Kundani until Krishna had been destroyed and Rukmini rescued, Rukmi set out with his army to attack the Lord. Ignorant of Lord Krishna's glories, Rukmi boldly went out to attack Krishna in a lone chariot. And he approached the Lord, struck him with arrows, and demanded that he release Rukmini. Sri Krishna fended off Rukmi's weapons, breaking them to pieces. Then he raised his sword high and was about to kill Rukmi, when Rukmini interceded and fervently pleaded that her brother's life be spared. Lord Krishna did not kill Rukmi, but with his sword he shaved off bits of Rukmi's hair here and there, leaving him disfigured. Just then Lord Baladev appeared on the scene with the Jadava army. Seeing Rukmini disfigured, he gently reproached Krishna. To disfigure such a close family member is as good as killing him. Therefore, he should not be killed but set free. In this way, Balaram will condemn Krishna. But later, the same Balaram would kill Rukmini. We will discuss it afterwards. Lord Baladeva then told Rukmini that the sorry condition of her brother was only the fruits of his past work. Since everyone is responsible for his own happiness and suffering, he further instructed her about the transcendental position of the jiva soul and how the illusion of happiness and distress is simply a result of ignorance. Stated in text 47, Janma dehastu dehasya vikriya natmana kvachit kalanam eva naivando mrityur hi asya kuhuriva. Janma dehastu dehasya, that this body, it takes birth and dies, but soul doesn't. Vikriya natmana kvachit, there is no such vikar, transformation for the soul. Kalanam eva naivandur, just like a moon we see, it becomes full moon and a dark night, like that. So here that the moon doesn't die in dark night. Rather, its kala, kuhuriva, its kala is destroyed. So, just as kala means phases of moon. So, in the purports, Siddhartha Swami says, Deha dharmatam aha. The Lord consoles Rukmini. Accepting Lord Balaram's instructions, Rukmini gave up her sorrow. You see, Rukmini was so in a sorry plight, but getting the instructions, getting the knowledge, her sorrow removed, went away. Similarly, we are also, many times we become sorry because of different conditions, but if we get the instructions of the Lord or the scriptures, then our sorrow will be also removed. Rukmini, meanwhile, felt totally frustrated, deprived as he was of all his strength and his will to fight. Since he had vowed not to return home without conquering Krishna, Rukmini constructed a city on that very spot and took up residence there in a mood of undiminished anger. Lord Krishna took Rukmini to his capital Dwarka and married her. All the citizens celebrated in lavish style, broadcasting throughout the city accounts of how the Lord had kidnapped Rukmini. Everyone in Dwarka was delighted to see Lord Krishna united with Rukmini. Lord Krishna is in Narayana and Rukmini is Lakshmi. Just like in Lord Ram's incarnation, the same Rukmini was Sita. This is described in Rukmini's letters, that 7 verses she has written to the Lord. In this way, it is there is an elaborate description of his marriage, but we just tell it in deep. So thank you very much, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.